Guys, I'm back in Dubai. Guess who I got this trip? Dr. Sandjar. Everybody wants to know about this NFT, but realize something. Are you sure you know the value of the NFT? No. We have today one of the most authorized corporate attorney who has more than a presence in eight countries and more than 20 of the special staff. I think instead of me telling you more, let me introduce Dr. Sandjar. Maybe you give a background about yourself, Dr. Sandjar.
Thank you. So I'm 25 years dealing with intellectual property protection worldwide. So we cover all around the world with our offices. And our specialty is protection digital assets.
Digital assets?
Digital assets, yes.
Oh, that's good.
Because they are most complicated for the protection. Most complicated. Usually, all existing legal systems are targeted to protect physical assets. Like equipment, like hardware, some brands which own the product. But when we're touching digital solutions, it's too complicated. Because it requires involving different international treaties, agreements, and local legal frameworks. So what we are doing, we provide a full structure to proper protection first, and if these digital assets, mobile application, NFT, token, will be properly protected, then we can understand what is the real value. Not value when what we can see in the internet. It's changing, dropping, no. If it properly legally protected, the value will be stable and go only up. Because you can secure your digital assets through properly legal protection.
So maybe we may not know. Dr. Sandjar also have top 100 Forbes client like Coca-Cola, IBM. Maybe what I know they are also in the digital asset. So which law do they apply to protect themselves actually?
Usually small and medium enterprises, they're using only 2 or 3 laws, no more.
Okay.
And usually only basically local laws. Local laws. But digital is not local. Digital always going to internet.
Okay.
Internet is international. Okay. That's the reason why local laws are not working in the international level.
Okay.
To work on international level, 26 international treaties and agreements should be used.
Wow, 26.
26. And usually people that don't know the names of such kind of treaties.
Okay.
They are not talking about the using of them. From 26, and big corporations, they know all these laws. They have very high qualified legal teams who observing all the changes in international treaties, and for them such kind of knowledges of international protection is available.
Oh.
But the problem is for small medium, it's almost not possible. They cannot have in staff high qualified intellectual experts. It's very expensive.
Yeah, I know.
That's the reason why these big corporations, they know how to use. They're protecting their rights. They're monopolizing the digital market, international digital market for the solution, and they're receiving extremely high benefits due to properly legal frameworks.
Oh. So now I look at this. As you know, NFT is going to be more decentralized, more smaller parties are coming in. So on your and you look at NFT by getting individual small players, are they able to protect under this IP law?
Yes. To protect NFT as an asset, as a real, which will be recognized in the real economy, we should make the legal bridge between our electronic and technical solutions, like blockchain, NFT, cryptocurrency, all the tokens, all these solutions. If we check from legal point of view, they're still not formalized. What we can do, and we know how to do it, to properly protection on NFT token is possible, especially due to the Berne Convention. Berne Convention on copyright.
Why so special, Berne Convention?
Because all internet services providers like Google, Apple, they're working as per United States laws.
Oh.
In the United States, existing such kind of law, Digital Millennium Copyright Act,
Okay.
that was approved in 1998.
Okay.
And in this act was specialized only Berne Convention.
Oh.
From 26, they have chosen only one.
Okay.
That's the reason that we are always recommending to work as per Berne Convention.
Okay.
Not by Madrid or Paris or others, because
Okay.
others are not recognized for digital.
Oh, not
Yes,
recognized.
Not recognized. They could be used only for physical assets.
When you say physical asset, actual items.
Yes, items, devices, equipment, cars, all others dedicated to this kind. Only Berne Convention specialized in digital assets, and as per Berne Convention, NFT token could be protected today as intellectual property, and after this protection, this NFT as an item is eligible to be involved in the real economy. You can use as property, you can use as mortgage, receiving bank loans. You can
Excuse me, you said mortgage?
yeah, you can use, and if you provide properly legal framework to NFT, then you can use as a mortgage to receiving bank loans or investment or some kind other of funding or finance.
Which country will do that?
Almost all countries is allowed to give bank loans using intangible assets as a mortgage.
Intangible assets.
Yes,
I like the word. Intangible assets is always a problem in the financial world.
Of course. This is it's very complicated task to properly record intangible assets in financial statements. But if your NFT will be properly registered and protected as an IP, for
The value
account
is there.
a value, then for account will be easy. But the main problem is that almost no one knows which kind of IP certificate can protect NFT. If we check today, all domain names you are using based on the tenancy agreement. You are tenant,
Oh,
and if you will not pay more, you can lose your domain.
okay.
But this huge risk,
Okay.
because people are thinking if they pay to domain register for using domain names, they are owning. No, you are just renting.
Okay, you're gonna pay for 10 years.
Yeah. Because if somebody will register domain name as intellectual property, within 24 hours after submission of IP certificate to registration authority or organization, they should transfer mandatory domain name to the person who registered as an intellectual property.
So you lose out their rights.
Yeah, they will lose the rights for domain. And such kind of things, they're happening. They're happening a lot.
So that means another stealing this domain name legally.
Yeah, because legally it's allowed. Who first registers IP, this person or company will be owner of this domain. And they can prohibit, they can block domain, block hosting, they can switch off the online payment system.
You block the hosting?
Yeah. They can block the hosting, yeah.
Oh, that's something that I have not noticed. I think viewers out there, I think you are actually the digital world. I believe you own your website and everything. This is something is tremendously
Yes.
knowledgeable to do that.
From legal point of view, existing system of NFT issuance and circulation are solving only one task: date of creation.
The date of
Yes, date of creation.
The meeting, yeah.
Yes, it could be confirmed, it could be used in law enforcement action.
Okay.
But to implement full range of law enforcement and to prohibit some illegal copies or some plagiarism, you should implement 19 others.
Okay.
Who is the right holder? What is the place of violation? So all other 19, you should definitely connect with existing legal system like cyber police or prosecution. They don't understand what is NFT itself.
Yeah, they could not because it's actually a non-fungible token on the internet.
Of course, but without involving law enforcement bodies, you can do nothing against some unfair competitor or former unethical employees or illegal copies. You can do nothing. You cannot remove fake products or mobile application or pictures, any kind of digital, without involvement of official authorities. But they don't understand existing NFT technology. That's what we are doing. We provide properly legal package to NFT solutions or blockchain solutions, which package will be clear and understandable to the authorities in existing system to protect your rights and to remove fakes from internet and from others.
So now I say I want to I'm the creator of an art. I mean, let's say 10 tokens, and I want to pay your service to protect my IP. So do I protect one or do I protect the 10 that it minted from me?
So if these tokens are the same,
Yeah, from the same smart contract that
yes, for a smart contract, you can register all these 10 items with one copyright certificate under the special type. There's such type of composite copyright work. Composite copyright work.
Okay.
Inside this certificate, you will have the basic option.
Okay.
And others could be option number 2, option number 3, and they will be included in certificate as attachment.
Okay.
This is a money safe option. No need to register to receive 10 different certificates.
So one covers that.
One will cover basic option plus 9 others.
Okay, I like that. Then what happened is, now I'm the buyer. I buy from you, the creator.
Yeah.
10. I buy 2 from you, or 1 from you.
Yeah.
So do I own the new copyright IP, or do you still own the IP?
Oh, it depends on the IP right transfer agreement. For example, I'm creator. I have composite copyright work registration for 10 items. Now I want to sell to you 2 from them. Correct? I have 2 options. I can exclude this, provide to you, and you will receive another IP certificate, or I can sell to you and give to you right to register as a derivative of copyright work. Derivative means it was created based on my original.
So I'm just a sub-licensee.
Yes, and you will be owner of these items based off IP certificate for derivative copyright work.
So that means, do I actually re-register from you to get the second round, or do I get the original?
Yeah. Not from us, the official registration authority will provide properly consultancy how to do it. You can receive new IP certificate for sold items as a derivative of copyright work, but in terms of valuation, it depends mostly on the initial value of registered items.
Okay.
So if initial value was properly confirmed and verified by independent appraiser with special report, and we are also providing such kind of services, yes, then every sold item will increase the value.
Of course, that's what you're doing.
Yeah. But this value will be not virtual value which exists in blockchain. This value will be real value that you can put in your financial statements, in your balance sheet as your intangible assets.
Okay, this is very good. Now, there's always one thing we call the aging of the product. When you come on this IP, is there an age gap on the IP that you sell to me? When this IP I get from you, how long is it valid for?
So the IP protection will be valid during the life of the author, of the creator, plus 50 years after his death.
What?
Yes.
After 50 years?
During the life of the creator, and 50 years after his death.
So he actually worth more after 50 years. So that means the 50 years behind, let's say a very famous actor, a singer, or artist, he died, then the next 50 years is protected.
Yes. This one-time payment is very, very convenient comparing to all existing other legal tools.
Do you know now, this is something everybody should look. You create something that might not value, but when you die, it might value your inheritance.
And you know what is interesting? In legal industry, we also have a lot of innovations.
Okay.
By new legal tool, new IP tool, but these knowledge are very limited.
Okay.
The very high specialized knowledges. So today existing such legal tools which give you opportunity from one registration, provide protection all around the world.
Okay.
No need to go country by country and provide for the extension for existing patent. Because old school system how it works. If you receive patent in United States,
you have to do again another one.
You should go to another country to pay extension fee, and you for every country you should pay extra. This existing old school system.
Yeah.
No one will tell you from all lawyers. I'm asking excuses for my legal colleagues from legal team, but you should be honest. There are such tools when you with one-time registration, you can cover all around the world without need to pay for every country separate. This legal innovation, and very few people know this almost.
Wow, this is actually very interesting. The other thing we're looking at is that when I get a certificate, what is covered in the certificate? That means which
scope
verification,
scope of protection. Yeah, correct. Very good question. So there are 3 general legal systems which could be used to protect as IP.
Okay.
patent system,
Okay, we know that.
copyright system, and commercial law system. So, with patent system, you are covering identical replication of created item. For example, if this item,
Mobile phone, yeah.
mobile phone, is protected, any small changes will give to you competitor opportunity to receive another patent.
Okay.
Only identical replication could be prohibited.
That means it's the design.
Yeah, by the patent system, correct. With copyright system, if you protect as a work of science, you protect creative concept of such kind of mobile.
So that means the idea how you make this mobile.
Not only idea properly implemented is some kind of solution.
Okay.
Idea itself is not protectable.
Oh.
But way of implementation of idea, this protectable.
Okay.
So if you register as a work of science by copyright system, you protecting creative concept,
Okay.
which is more flexible and minor changes will not give possibility to your computer to receive another IP certificate.
Yeah. So you reinvented the water, that means it's water.
Yeah.
Even you steam the water, it's still water.
Yeah, correct. And option number 3 is know-how. A lot of big corporations working not under the patent or copyright, but under the know-how system.
Okay.
Like Coca-Cola. The recipe of Coca-Cola is
Never
know-how.
know.
Yeah. But with know-how, there are only one limitation,
Okay.
that you can protect only inside your company.
Oh.
If somebody will invent, you cannot prohibit it.
So even he copied this, you can copy. Can't
Yes, if they will find way how to copy, you cannot only to your company or former employees. That's it.
So you're protecting yourself.
Yeah, that's the reason why for digital assets it's not applicable, because digital assets anyone can see how it works mobile application.
Yeah, it's just it's
Yeah.
a coding. You just
So
duplicate the coding.
that's the reason why commercial law system should be excluded. So we consider only patent and copyright
Okay.
for proper protection. And with patent, as I said, scope of protection, identical replication up to 100%. If similar, then you can protect. With copyright, creative concept. This is more strong protection.
I see also you're doing like technology. This is where you say the protection of technology. What other things you look at this like this NFT?
Confirmation of the rights is possible only through the IP certificate, because with blockchain solutions you can only verify some technical details. But from legal point of view, for law enforcement, for litigation, this is not enough.
Okay.
That's the reason why we are implementing new kind of services, and recently it will be launched.
Yeah.
Protection NFT as an intellectual property.
Oh.
And with such kind of protection, you will have right to prohibit. For example, today, we know this famous monkey NFT, yes?
Yeah.
This 100 million.
Yeah.
But the owner of this monkey NFT cannot prohibit to anyone to copy, to reproduce on the t-shirt, on the cap. So they can use it many times and he can do nothing.
Yeah.
He can only resell.
Yeah. Resale value.
Resell, that's it. In our case, after implementation in an NFT IP system, as a protection, then you will have monopoly. It will be monopolized assets. No one can use without permission. If they will use, you can interact authorities, law enforcement, official bodies, to block, to remove from the market.
Okay. Then under which convention will they go under?
Here we will go under the TRIPS Convention for law enforcement, and also by the Berne Convention.
Same also.
Yeah. Mostly for the Berne.
So NFT is global.
Yeah.
So we are talking now. I have another issue. This is created by an underage, let's say an 8-year-old or 12-year-old child. So how the parents or how the child will need to protect under the IP law? Do we have an age limit or age requirement to be protected?
Yes. To be protected, the person should be eligible. It starts usually from 18 and above.
So what happens if now those child that's 12 years old created this?
Yes.
So the parents becomes the guardian of
Yes, of course. They should be involved. They should, or usually if they're working in cooperation with one of the company or legal team, they can take care of this one.
Okay, there's another very ethical thing to come out. As you know now, I'm the photographer. I take the photograph of somebody, let's say kissing things that are not supposed to be done, and I sell it on an NFT, and I claim that this is my IP right.
Yeah.
So if I were to sue by the person on the page, do I actually still maintain my IP rights, or I lose my IP rights of the candidate inside the
No, to start the case for the IP rights violation, your picture or photo should be protected as an IP first.
Okay.
So you should have IP
Original.
certificate.
Okay.
During the registration of IP certificate, registration authority will conduct the search.
Okay.
If during the search, among the databases of available and registered items will be detected this photo existing, for you will be rejected, you will not receive a certificate.
Okay.
So it means registration as IP gives you some kind of confidence that this picture was unique.
Okay.
And only with this certificate you can go to the court. So you cannot have two certificates.
Okay.
If you have picture and you properly protect as IP, then you can start litigation.
Okay, now talking about this, the NFT, I know, and then everybody try to do NFT on the fly.
Yeah.
So how long does it do that you get minimum protection, maximum protection? I know you have package.
different,
like this.
yes.
Okay, like 1 million package. What are you protect, and then how long you do need to you prepare the IP?
Okay, so a protection itself by minimum will take 10 days.
10 days.
10 days.
The turnaround.
Yeah, 10 days. If it's some simple item. If it is complicated like a movie or something else, or video, there are or music, it's complicated, not just ordinary picture. In this case, maybe up to 20 days.
Okay.
It will take, and this period of time.
So it's between 10 days for simpler,
Yes.
more complicated up to 20 days.
20 days. And if we provide services, our registration will be recognized worldwide.
So once you get,
Yeah.
let's say this music, which is now I'm using on this movie, I'm
Yeah.
protected. So I create this NFT so that I know that when this music goes out, I not only get money from Spotify, but if somebody will use the music without my permission,
Yes, of course. Yeah.
so it's actually better than, is it compare this NFT using this IP law, is it better than the current protection of the music? Is there any difference? Let's say now somebody will say, okay, I already have a legal attorney that's protecting my copyright on my music, and the other one, the music is put on NFT. So what is the difference?
The difference is that today all this existing system of protection targeted to provide recognition of authorship. So the
Authorship.
legal team will in the court, okay, this is author, this is date of creation, he is original author.
Yeah.
That's it. This legal system not touching law enforcement.
Okay.
What we are doing, we are covering two areas. Recognition of the right and law enforcement with prohibition of unfair competitor, removing from the internet.
So
this
that is
part.
the control. So then ours, if your NFT goes into IP or illegal
Yeah.
say, production or something,
Yeah.
the legal
Yes.
the legal second.
Yes.
Wow, I think now NFT creators out there, I think this knowledge itself, if not because of today, Dr. Sandjar, I don't think we have this opportunity that was
Yes.
actually very knowledgeable.
Yes.
And then maybe you can say something about your new project you are promoting, and just let everybody know what you're doing now.
Yes, we also have our own project. One of the projects launched NFT IP.
Yes.
This is the first in the world services.
First in the world.
First in the world. No one provide NFT IP as of now.
I'm honored.
Second, we are launching a London Rate project. It will be first in the world, London Rate.
London Rate, RATE.
Yes, correct. It will be first in the world online IP valuation system.
Oh,
So if you have a mobile application, or NFT, or software, or brand, trademark, so you can go to our website and understand what is the approximate value.
Okay.
And if you want to receive hard copy of certificate, yes, we will connect with a pricer who will provide very fast way.
and when you say provide, is the local people providing or you providing?
No, service will be provided by licensed appraisers
Locally.
locally from different countries, because it depends in which country this report will be used. And also, what is the beauty? If your NFT or others digital solutions will be not only protected but also valued, then in case of violation, you can ask for
you can claim the
a
value.
reimbursement, because reimbursement will be calculated as a percentage from the intangible assets.
Oh.
But if you don't have valued intangible assets, which will be confirmed by independent auditor, you will have nothing.
Thank you,
Correct.
Dr. Sandjar. And today we had a very good time today to understand this IP, and I'm looking forward to see London Rate, and I also will be looking at Dr. Sandjar in future, because there are a lot of projects that I think we can work together, and you'll see more often from our NFT today. And thank you, everybody, and thank you very much, Dr. Sandjar.
Most welcome. Thank you for very nice questions.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Thank you. Bye bye.